I'm in. I'm in. Right, you can do your intro.
Where's that? Do you reckon I should start now, yeah?
Yeah, you already started streaming. Yeah, go.
Stream up. Right, that's fine. Here we go then. As the sun is out here in the sands, guys, it's time... Okay, Okay, never mind. Sorry, my mind... And as the sun is out here in the sands, it's time for a new dawn in ZRL. New regulations, radically different cars, and 22 rounds ahead of us. It might just be 21 days since we rounded off the Season 1 campaign, but as ever in ZRL, change is as good as a rest. And there will be no rest for the drivers around this 29 laps of the Albert Park circuit this afternoon. 3.28 miles, 14 corners, 5 to the left and 9 to the right. Overtaking should be a little bit easier with the new regulations. We've got 3 DRS zones just to help that overtaking count. Only 2 days ago we came here for the Dev race, which saw Lambikins take the victory, and Jacob Gazelle now holds the track record here. Let's see if anyone can beat that today, shall we? So, this race is going to be an exciting one with 5 new drivers making their debut if they do end up joining later on. There's also someone else here this afternoon, and that will not be the man himself, MVT Garrison. We've actually got Nicky Mazepin. So, how are you, mate?
I am very good, and I'm going to do a little piece on the history of Formula One around Australia, a track we're going to today. So, Formula One first came to Australia in 1985 in a race, the Adelaide circuit. In Adelaide, and that 1985 race was won by Keke Rosberg in a Williams. And 1986 saw a heated three-way title fight between Alain Prost, Nigel Mansell, and Nelson Piquet, with Nigel Mansell's rear left tyre exploding in a spectacular fashion. Williams wanted to stop Piquet because they were teammates at the time, not Mansell and Piquet. They wanted to pit Piquet to stop his tyre from exploding in the same fashion that Mansell's was. But this extra pit stop meant that Piquet lost the title. And the following recent events, we can see why Nelson Piquet has a disdain for protecting tyres, because they're in fact black. And now then Adelaide became a fan favourite venue in Formula One because of its exciting racing. It hosted another title decider in 1994, a race infamous for Michael Schumacher and Damon Hill's collision, which sent the German at a 45-degree angle with an impact on in the ground only matched by that day in the Alps in 2013. The venue then switched from Adelaide to Melbourne in 1996, angering some fans as the Melbourne government used the race to gain political support. Formula One mixed with politics, what could go wrong? That first race in 1996 saw Jacques Villeneuve take pole position on his debut, but had to give up the win to teammate Damon Hill, thanks to an engine oil issue. Then, in 2002, Ralf Schumacher tried so hard to jump out of his brother's shadow that he ended up jumping over his brother's teammate in a crash that 2012-era Romain Grosjean would have been proud of. Races in 2007, 2009 and 2010 were notable, being Lewis Hamilton's first race, the first win for Braun GP, and Jenson Button's first win for McLaren, respectively. 2014 saw the start of the Mercedes domination, with Nico Rosberg beating Lewis Hamilton in equal machinery, which he all in 2016, if you hadn't already realised. It was off a calendar in 2020 and 2021 due to some toxic virus. And no, I'm not talking about Hamilton and Verstappen fans. The race returned in 2022, where Charles Leclerc won to help his championship fight in 2022. Right, that's my thing, and now let's get into the commentary. Right, I've not even realised ZRL Frost has retired from the session for whatever reason. And no one has set a lap, and we're 4 minutes into the session. No one's really wanting to set laps at this point, but I wonder why. That's a very interesting thing.
ADS that goes into the pit lane. He was the first man out. Looked like he was going to put half decent lap in, but lost his rears.
There's a Red Bull coming around the final corner. Ben Alvin, no, not Ben Alvin, sorry, DK98. Oh, he's got a pole on 119.1. That's the fastest time so far, but where will it keep him in the future? DKX98. Is that Donkey Kong from 1998? I don't know, but it probably is. Xbox Culver has joined. I mean, it could have been called like PlayStation Corner or like PC Corner. As Paradox Ruins has gone on a 118.7 to go fastest, and Chubb 119.9. Why is he calling me out there? I'm a bit fat as well. Ben Alvin has gone fastest on a 119.2. And then we've got Mercedes coming through the final sector. Echo Computer, and he's going about 4 miles an hour. so it's probably accurate to the 2022 Mercedes then. He's probably got it full pelt, to be honest. Then you've got Gilksy, 17, also coming through the final sector in his red hot Ferrari. Let's just hope his engine doesn't go red hot because it will retire and explode and in the spectacular fashion like Charles Leclerc in the 2022 Spanish Grand Prix as he decides to bottle that second last corner. He's nearly round. He catches the rear end.
Oh, there's Zach Duck then. Into the barrier.
Yeah, my controller just decided to disconnect, of course it is, sorry. And now, is that right, the two Red Bulls or Red Bulls come to the pits. The Merc, I think, is about to start his lap, hopefully, because I don't want to see someone... What are you doing, man? He's going so far up a racing line. He's on the grass, he's doing some lawn mowing, and he's decided to come to the pits. Of course, guys. Yeah, putting the grass, doing the groundskeeper's job for him. Right, there's a Red Bull coming through the last sector. He's going to come to the pits. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yep, he's coming to the pits now. Aston Martin is the next person on track. Not that one, not that Aston Martin. Paradox Ruins, and he's just slowing down. There is a Mercedes that's on. I think it's a computer, and it is. I'm right this time. He's on 5% ERS. That's very minimal ERS, and he's coming through the last sector. Is he actually going to set? I don't think he's going to be. Is he actually going to come into the pits, or is he going to try and set the lap? He's actually going to come around the corner and try and set the line. Why would you do that when you're on 6% ERS? I mean, I'm not going to lie, you can't be that clever if you're doing that. He's on 19.9. And now, Ads is coming onto a lap. Here we go. Ads 316. And now we're going through turn 2. Let's see what he comes up towards turn 3. He's doing the Slimming World line there, trying to esports line towards turn 3. The Slimming World line because he's trying to cut off as much fat as possible off the line of the circuit. And now, coming down towards turn 5, the place where I love after the dev race, after I got blown up there by some idiot. And now coming through the fast right-hander onto the crooked straight here. It's a banana straight. It is very crooked though. It's crooked like Harvey Weinstein's thought process. And now coming down towards the fast right chicane. People don't actually know this. This is actually called the Clark chicane after Jim Clark. In fact, see there. And he's going about 7 miles an hour there. He didn't know what an apex is, nor how to not avoid going in the gravel there on the exit. And now coming underneath the Pirelli advertising hoardings towards the sharp right-hander. And now don't do an Alonso there, and he hasn't done an Alonso. And now coming through the fast right-hander, coming into the slow left-hander. Don't ball it on the grass, don't touch the grass on the entry. Touch some grass, unlike League of Legends players. And now coming through the final corner. He's going to come up to the line. What's it going to be for ads, not AIDS. 122.9. That is Kinton Narancar for K in there. Mediocre noise at the back. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah, actually, I did mean to offend him. I don't know why. Yeah.
He put in P7 there. It's Paradox Ruins with provisional pole at the minute. We've just got under 10 minutes to go. The two Red Bull boys. P2 and P3 last season it was Ben and Bass. Bass has moved to Alpha Romeo now, I believe. He hasn't decided to turn up today, so that's sad. But his former teammate Ben is here, put in P3. He's won 2 races here at ZRL, and he's not a half bad driver. So let's see what he can do going on to his fast lap now.
Who are we on about here?
Ben. P3.
Oh, okay. Oh, Ben, yeah. Right, coming through turn 1 then. Hits the apex well in the end. And then coming through turn 2. Managed to do well as he's coming down towards turn 3 now. The wall on the outside is a bit more further in than this year, and I've hit it before in time trial, and it's very easy to do, but he hasn't. Coming through turn 4 then. There's no more sausage curb on the exit. There's no more riding that sausage curb like Lil Nas X rides the young black men. And now coming down towards the fast left-hander turn 6, and now coming down this banana straight. This banana like the 2016 Renault, because that looked like a banana as well. I don't know what I'm on about, but anyway. Now coming down towards this fast left-right chicane, past the Rolex advertising hoardings, past these F1 advertising hoardings, and now coming down into the fast left-hander, into the fast right-hander. Don't spin on the exit. He hasn't, and he's invalid now.
He's invalidated.
Yeah. Yeah, he's invalid there.
Okay.
He's going to have to abort that lap. It's a good job we're not in America, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to avoid that lap. And now coming in towards who we're going to go on board with. Xbox Culver is on lap, but he's got a car in front of him, and it's a Mercedes that needs to get out of the way. And is he going to get out of the way? Just about, yes, so. And now he's going to come down into this fast left-right chicane again. Let's see what he can do as he flies into the left-hander. Full commitment there from the Aston Martin driver. Down to 68, back up to 7th on the exit. Now coming down towards the sharp right-hand corner. Past all the advertising holdings. Doesn't hit the curb too hard on the entry, because if you do, you can fly over that red curve and lose the back end, but he hasn't. Now coming through the fast right-hander and into this last bit of a track now. Very tricky, because you can spin easily through this right-hander. I think he's on full traction because he's planted the throttle every single time he gets on the power. And now coming up the line, it's a 118.5 to go fastest in the Aston Martin. It's currently an Aston Martin 1-2, unlike real life.
And yeah, I don't know if any of you've seen, we made a TikTok earlier on, and it was about seeing the Alpha Boys back on top. Sorry, the former Alpha Boys, I should say. It's the Aston Martin boys now. Xbox Culver and Paradox Ruins. They're currently occupying P1 and P2. Let's see if they can keep that at the moment. We've got the Red Bull boys still behind that, and then it's Echo Computer, who's world champion now.
And it's kind of, because it's Noah's Ark for the first 4 bits on the grid, first spots on the grid, and then it's broken by the Mercedes and the Haas of Echo Computer and Chubb. Let's see who we can go on board with, to see who's going to go on the lap, because I think the Prodigy is going around the last corner now. I'm not sure if he's on a lap or if he's just preparing for a lap, but he's on like 4% RS, so he's going to come across the line, and it's going to be a 119.6 to go ahead of his teammate and ahead of Echo Computer. That's a pretty impressive lap from the Haas driver. Who else can we go on board with? I mean, is Paradox on a lap? I'm not sure. Is he coming to the pits? No, he isn't. He's coming around the final corner. He's going to try and beat his own teammate. He's going to beat his teammate like Jos Verstappen beat his wife, and now coming down into the line, he's going to go. I'm not sure he improved. He didn't improve now. Let me have a look. What's the name of the Twitch, so I can have a look at the Twitch chat to see if people are talking?
The Twitch is Zorro Racing Leagues with an S on the end.
Zorro... No, not Zoyo. Zorro Racing Leagues.
Anyway then, just under 6 minutes to go. It's the Aston Martin lads that are occupying P1 and P2 at the Xbox Culver Paradox Ruins. Then comes the Red Bull drivers with DK and Ben. And then we've got Prodigy in the Haas setting a P5 time. I'd expect better from Echo Computer, to be fair, in P6. Not sure why he's down there, to be honest.
He is 4 tenths up on his lap as he comes through the second sector, but he's on low ERS.
We'll stay on board.
Yeah, stay on board. Yeah. As he comes through the fast left right chicane, he's got a car in front of him that needs to get out of the way. It's an Aston Martin, and let's hope he does get out of the way, because if he doesn't, he'll be hit on the head with the back repeatedly. No, he won't. I'm just waffling. And now coming down towards... Come on, lad, get out of the way. We've got the spatial awareness on ecstasy, mate. And now we come down towards the last sector now. Let's have a look. As Sexy Samba 69420 in the chat says Paradox Ruins is the GOAT. I didn't know Paradox Ruins' other name was Ronaldo. As now comes across the line, he's on P3. So it's a Mercedes powered top 3 with the Aston Martins and the Mercedes. And then it's a Red Bull 4.5, and then a Haas 6.7. Let's hope Zach look. Oh, there's a Ferrari spun in the last sector. It's Gilks. Needs to. That's not. Well done, mate. You just lost his front wing. What an imbecile. Hard to say you don't have any spatial awareness. Zach Duck is on a lap. He's going purple, it says. But I'm not sure. Oh, and he's invalid. Oh no. Oh no. Imagine bottling that. And now ads again. He's coming through the left-right chicane. Currently on a lap now. He's currently on a 122.6, a bit far off the pace, you can't lie. And now coming through the final sector. Let's see. I wonder if he's improving on this time. Jesus, that went a bit dark. What went a bit dark? I don't see. As now we come through the final sector, or final corner with AIDS. And now we're going to come up to the line. The 122.2, slightly less shit, if I'm being honest, but still unfathomably cataclysmically terrible. It's looking at my 5-6 syllable words to impress the dictionary nerds. Actually, there's probably no dictionary nerds watching an F1 league. They're probably all too busy watching Countdown. Anyway.
Slightly, yeah.
Ben Alvin is coming through the last sector. Is he coming to the pits? I think he is. Into the pitch, we must go! And now, Zach Duck has spun on his lap. Let's see if he can make it out of that grass. He can, and he's plonked the wall on the. He's got damage. I don't think he has a front wing. No, he doesn't have a front wing. You see, he probably still has more. Oh, he's spun.
Gone round as well.
Tyres, hot tyres. If he stops revving the engine like an absolute. If he stops revving the engine and boiling up his tyres, he'd realise that he can find some grip in them. Let's see. Right, he's been sensible so far. He's not done anything adverse. Let's look at someone else, see if there's someone else on our lap. I think Aid is coming into the pits now. Yeah, he is. Yeah, right, Paradox, I think he's on a lap now. Oh, Culver's out. Culver's retired on exit turn 4. Haven't got on board with his teammates so you can find out what's happened to him. Oh, he's just spun. Or is he retired on track? I don't know what's happened there, but I think he must have hit a wall. I think he must have hit a wall. Paradox Ruins comes through. Yeah, Paradox Ruins comes through the second sector, currently in 3rd place. Let's have a look and see what he can do. Going through the newly profiled Banana Straight for this season, and now going flying through. Fast left right, he's going 0.02 seconds up, and he's invalid! Oh. Invalid on the exit. You need to be. They need to start. Because that corner is quite a lot of people. They need to stop. Apparently, the stream is lagging really badly. Let me have a look and see. Because I've got the stream up on my phone.
I've seen that, and it was I think it was fine for me, but I don't know.
But I think my voice is lagging more than anything. I don't think it's the stream itself. I think it's more voice. Yeah, I think it's more my voice than the actual stream that's lagging. Yeah, that'll be my. Well, actually no, it is pausing a little bit on my screen. Now I've said that. I'm not sure what that is. Zach Duck's out. Zach Duck is out.
Or is he retired?
Retired in the pits now. And Frugal Mars is also out. So we've got quite a few drivers out of the session now. I think it's just because we're coming to the end and they haven't gone out. So Gilksy is going to come across the line, and what's he going to set? Is he going to go in higher than 8th? Yes, he goes 6th. 119.5. Who's next across the line? So Red Bull is Ben Alvin. Oh, he's on an out lap. So we'll keep on board with him because he's the last person to cross the line to any lap. His teammate, though, I think, is coming through the last sector. He's invalid, so he's not going to set any lap. He should come to the pits, and he has. The next person. Oh, as a Ferrari spun, Ferrari's out.
Oh, Gilty's gone.
Yeah, he's out. That's okay. His Donkey Kong was retired from the session. As Echo Computer is invalid. Paradox Ruins is also invalid. Ben Alvin is the only person who can improve on his lap time now. As he comes through the first sector. So now he's come through the first sector. He's only 200ths down on his time. He just needs to find a 10th or so in this middle sector or this last sector combined. And he will be on pole position for this race here in Australia. Now coming up to the fast left-right chicane. Will he bottle it? Will he get invalid like so many people have? He seems to be 1/10 down on his time. He needs to find a 10th and a bit more, probably 2/10 then, in this last sector then, as he comes through this sharp right-hander. Let's see what he can do as he comes back on the throttle, plants it, now coming up towards this fast right-hander. He gets on the curb nicely, rides it, and now coming down towards the sharp left-hander. Let's see, and he comes through there pretty smoothly. Nothing untoward here. And he's going to come through the final corner, and he's going to come up to the line. Is it going to be an improvement to pole position for Ben Alvin? I don't think it was. P2, I think
it was.
Yeah, P2 for Ben Alvin. And that is a lot then for qualifying.
Wow. So, here we are then, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Australian Grand Prix qualifying results. It's Xbox Culver in the Aston Martin who takes pole position for the first time in his career, I believe. It's Ben just behind in the Red Bull Then comes Paradox Ruins, who takes P3. Moving down the grid, then it's Echo Computer. I thought he would do a bit more better than he did, but he's in P4 this time. It's DK in the Red Bull just behind that, with Dilksy keeping him company there. Then comes Prodigy and Chubb in the Haas, with ADS in the Williams, and then Frugal Mars, Zach Duck, and ZRL Frost.
Yeah, I wonder why those drivers didn't settle out, or why they retired in the pit lane when they hadn't settled out.
I'm not really sure, to be honest. Also,
yeah.
Would you like to do the honours of the race start or not? I'm just.
Yes, please. I'm pretty good at those.
If you. Okay, you can do it. All right.
I got a formation lap on.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Do you want me to do my the roast thing I was talking about before the stream?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
Right. So, well, first of all, you need to get into Race Director when it comes up, so you can see, so people can see the flags, because otherwise I won't know what I'm on about. As we're waiting for players, I don't know why we're waiting for players, because they're all already in the session. As it starts in 25 seconds. I said everyone's got their setups on then, and all their things on, as we count down to the start of this formation lap, and the start of this season, the start of this new season in ZRL. And there's 10 seconds to go until we can start the formation lap. I hope people aren't as chaotic on the formation lap as they were in the Dev League, because I don't know how we managed to crack and retire on the formation lap. Yeah, honestly, that was AIDS. Right, Race Director. So, Xbox is taking me out of the thing. Right, Xbox cover. Here's neutral, international, like Switzerland. Ben Alvin from Sweden. Zlatan Ibrahimovic merge. And now I've got Paradox Ruins from the greatest nation on earth as Great Britain. And then Echo Computer has an AR-15 in his back pocket and he's going to go and shoot up some kids. And now then we've got DK, who's also from the greatest nation on earth. And then Dilksy, who's also neutral like Switzerland. And then you've got another tea drinker. And then you have another neutral. You can't say anything about the neutral people. And then you've got a Hungarian. That's a bit of a neutral one. The Hungary have only ever had one F1 driver. His name was Zolt Baumgartner. He raced in 2003 and 2004 for Jordan and Minardi. Hungary. What can I say about Hungary? I mean,
keep going. Sorry.
Hungary, Eastern European nation. They haven't had any major wars. They were the Hungarian race in 1986 in F1 was the first race ever held behind the Iron Curtain. And you got two more tea drinkers, and then you have another Switzerland, a neutral. And how I've just come out of the Race Director. How have 4 people already been disqualified from a formation lap? Probably some ungodly racecraft there. Probably taking the leaf out of Pastor Maldonado's book. And one of them is Xbox Corp and his teammate, Paradox Ruins, as well. So they're going to have cold tyres at the start of this race. I could spice it up. We could see Ben Alvin in P1 by the time he gets to turn 1. Let's just hope he doesn't do his best Ralph Schumacher impression into turn 1 when in 2002 when he launched himself over the top of Rubens Barrichello.
Here we go then. We've waited 22 days for this. And we're here again for season 2. In ZRL, we're here in Australia.
Why did Ben do that? Okay. Did you see what I've seen? Alvin literally decided to just like, I'm just trying to go before the lights have even gone, mate. He was thinking one thing ahead of us. I don't know how they can't do this this starting grid thing. They have to just slow down. Dilksy, I think Bassa's done it well. He's starting in P13. And I think midway through qualifying as well. Or just before the race. Anyway, we're counting down as Echo Caterpillar, Chubb, and Ads and Bass are in. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. Everyone's tyres are just getting cold.
Same.
I'm not entirely sure what we're waiting for. Is it glitched? I don't know. I think we should wait a few minutes before. I think maybe one person hasn't loaded in. Yeah. I think what it is, because this is usually what happens where one person has crap in it and they haven't loaded in yet.
Yeah.
Well, I think everyone is going to have cold tyres. Hopefully it's not like Tyrrell Limitless with his minus 270 degree tyres in Baku at one time. But there's worse things you can say about Tyrrell Limitless than his minus 270 degree tyres. and we're still waiting for the lights to come on. I'm not sure exactly what's happened.
Okay, right. We're leaving, and we're gonna make a new lobby, just for the race. Oh, that's annoying.
That is annoying. Yes. Let's see if anyone's saying in the chat. General chat. Yeah, everyone's saying restart. Yep. Want me to screen? Oh, it's going. It's going. It's just got to start going. We've gone 5 red lights. Are you out of session?
Oh right, well I've gone. We're restarting. We've already called it, so just leave.
Okay, right. Restart then. Make sure you announce it then. Make sure you announce the restart, might be announcements or whatever. I'll start. Right.
Let's get this sorted.
What I'll start doing is I'll start inviting people from the old session.
Yeah.
Right, invite to game. 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 Invite to
Until
game.
everyone gets in, then I can sort it out.
But you can still do some of them. You can still put them in the right place, especially the people right at the front. I'll invite you as well. Why not? What do you mean unable to invite people to game? There's a couple of them I couldn't invite, so I'm gonna have to invite those. I've just invited ads to the party. I apologise. Yeah. DK's in. Who's not in? There's one person. Ads has joined the party. Whoops. I didn't mean to invite your ads. You can leave if you want. There we go. Prodigy is here. No, he's not. Prodigy, I think he's the only person. Actually, there was quite a few more as well. Was I to go spectator? Black Duck is in. Aid is in. Paradox Ruins is in. Paradox Ruins is in. Chubb is in. Frugal Mars is in. Bat is in. Yes, he is. DK is in. Echo Computer is in. Bat Alvin is in. Doran, of course. Xbox Culver is in. Prodigy is in. Diltsy is in. ZRL Frost is in. So that's all of them.
Yeah, I'm just sorting it out now.
I've got a message now. What is it? Were you two out of pocket from Echo Computer? No. He's the American one, isn't he? No. I'm not too out of pocket. Your country's gun laws away from pocket. Echo Computer. Super license. He's the American one. Please say so. Yeah, he is. Your gun laws and abortion laws away too out of pocket, not me.
Who's that? DK? Oh, sorry, I'm taking so long. I'm sorry. Hang on, wait.
You don't have to worry. Don't worry. Everyone's in.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yes.
To read the list out to you of the drivers, the grid order.
Nah, it's alright. I've got it in front of me now. I'm just doing it.
Be careful if it's that screenshot in general. Be careful. You have to actually look at the grid rather than the drivers that are on the list because if this is like midway through the race, because there's like grid first, but some of them are in like 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright.
Is that Bass at the... Yeah, it's Bass at the end, sorry. Right, there you go, I think.
Right. So, have you got the settings right as well? Like all the
yeah, it's all the same.
Okay, so like corner cutting and all that sort of stuff, yeah, that's fine. All your damage and stuff, yeah. what's happened to someone else in my other league. They got banned for what? That was actually a really good bowler as well.
Let's do it. Alright, so remember you've got the full reins of doing the race start this time.
Yeah. Right, so everyone's ready up. We are getting ready for the start of this race in Australia, not Austria. Better not get those two confused.
Okay, Xbox has rejoined. Oh, and that's not going to be very good for the... Wait, did Xbox just rejoin?
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, no. Oh.
Why? Oh, because it's not very good for the
Is he
grid.
going to be back in...
He'll be at the back. He'll put him in the back. He should have joined earlier, I'm sorry. Or he should have not left.
That's this... Yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah, that's his punishment for... his punishment. That sounds like a massive kick. Yeah, so we're just waiting for the drivers. Race director. So I've already done my nation's race. We don't need to do that again. Have we put formation lap on again?
No.
Okay. Let's just go straight to the thing. Right. I'll try and do my best Murray Walker impression at the start here then. Because everyone likes him. Pardon me. Just waiting for players. I'm just waiting for them to all ready up and get all their settings up and set. Because remember, people have to do setups as well. Did Culver leave the session and rejoin? Because he's saying he didn't.
That's what I just thought. He said he didn't, but I'm pretty sure he did. I don't know. I'll have to see where he is on the grid.
Yeah, don't restart just one driver out of position. If he left, he left.
Well, no, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. It's Xbox cover. If he can get pole, he can make his way through the field unless everyone takes him out, which would be funny at the same time.
Here we go then.
Right, counting down to 5. Red lights here in Australia. And it's go. Wait, what? The lights have gone out on my screen, but no one's going. That's great. Go. As we come down towards turn 1, let's go on board. Who should go on board? Let's go on board with the first place driver. Third place driver, Echo Computer, as he comes down towards turn 1. He's trying to go around the outside. Oh, Paradox wins, but Paradox forces him out. There's a crash. Paradox and Echo just crashed, and Paradox is right at the bottom, and Paradox is out. It's going to be a safety car. The Ferrari comes up to the scene of a crime, and I think we're in yellow flag conditions, but I'm not sure if it's a safety car. I think there might be, because it's a full course yellow.
Yeah,
oh my goodness me.
Safety car.
That was already a lot of stuff to go through in one thing. But it's a Red Bull 1-2. There's a lot of stuff. It still only says yellow in flag. There's a safety car out of track, but it hasn't actually come up on my screen saying safety car yet.
It's still all yellow.
Yeah.
Alright then, that was chaotic. We've got Paradox Ruins, who's already out. His teammate is...
Xbox Culver, who's in the Ferrari, but he shouldn't be.
Down in P12. Yeah, in the Ferrari he shouldn't be, but that's alright.
Yeah. And then Aids need to catch up to the pack. He's 3.3 seconds off the back of the pack. And now... Ben Alvin in P1 then. Donkey Kong in P2. Echo Computer, P3, Prodigy in P4, Zach Duck in P4, in P5, Google Mars, 54,518 in 6th place, with Gilksy in 7th, ZRL Frost, I'm going to say Frost just to annoy him because I know it's Frost, but it's Frost, Basti, and you've got Chubb, as Echo Computer is in the pits. He's in the pits for a brand new front wing. Imagine needing a new front wing. AIDS is in the pits as well with no front wing. Right, and then just someone else something in another league.
Alright, that's it then. So, safety car already. We're on lap 2 out of 29. It's a Red Bull 1-2 with Prodigy just behind that in the Haas. Prodigy's teammate down in P9 hasn't had. Actually, no, where did he start? Let's have a look. Forgot about that. He started in P6, P7, sorry, dropped down 2 positions. Chubb hasn't had the best of starts then. Paradox Ruins, he's going to be absolutely gutted. Out already. I really do feel bad for him.
Xbox couple makes his way past the Echo computer and the safety car. That's a bit weird.
And he's in P10.
Yeah. Making some progress, and even if it is underneath the safety car, which is a bit of a cheaty move, but they'll only be able to do something if they send it in.
It's the Red Bulls weaving at the front. We've seen that before.
Yeah, back in 2022 with Verstappen in Paris.
Yeah, and Echo Computer, obviously, like I said, he's the world champion now. I'll get the stats up for you, actually. I've got the stats of how many race wins and stuff he's got. I'll have a look. Echo Computer then, one-time Z1 world champion, 6 pole positions, 9 race wins and 14 podiums. He is, he's a very good driver, down in P11 at the minute. I'm not really sure why. I don't know what happened in qualifying.
He got different. Well, it's good. He qualified pretty well. He got like E4, but then he had to put on first lap because he got no front wing. He's now going to have to make his way through the field on hard tyres.
He isn't half bad at making his way through the field. We've seen that a few times before as well.
Yeah.
And let's see how well he does then. Still under safety car on lap 3.
Yep. So let's hope, because I think the safety car could come in the end of this lap because we've already had 2 and a bit laps underneath the safety car. Let's hope it does come in for our sake because I don't want to have to keep waffling about random bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's have a look and see. So the 2 Red Bulls are leading for the 11 millionth time in Formula 1. A Haas on the podium, which is a rare occurrence, which never happened. Safety car is in this lap.
Safety car's in.
So the Red Bulls will assume Ben Alvin will assume the position of the first person. He'll basically be the safety car. Now, just warming up his tyres. Is he going to go a very slow, very concise approach to this, or is he just going to bolt it out the last corner? Let's see. As now we are coming through we're coming up to the last set now. Let's see. Is he going to work together with his teammate to maybe get a jump up on everyone else because the cars behind aren't very close to them at all.
Culver's gone. Both of the Aston Martins.
They are out of the session. Where has he gone off?
He's gone into the wall.
No, he's just retired on track. He's pulled off on the side of the track, yeah.
And that's it for the I keep saying Alpha boys. The Aston Martin boys.
Yeah, and because of that, we've just not looked at the thing. ZRL Frost goes past Gilksy. At turn 1, Gilksy goes wide. I think they're all on old tyres, so they're all going a bit wide there. As now Gilksy loses a position to Bass as well. Bass is now in P7. As we come down towards turn 3, let's see what battles are going out on track. There's a bit of Mars already has a 3-second time penalty for an infringement at turn 3 there. Sorry, turn 4. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Zagduk is close behind Prodigy. Looking all over him for P3.
He's getting very close now.
Yep, so is the Red Bulls are getting close as well. Don't have a calamity crash, lads. There is the Red Bulls here. Are they gonna battle each other? As you come down to no, they're not. He's gonna back out of that. He's gonna back out of that move. DK, and now going through the fast left right. Kane, there's a bit of lag there for me, so I was wondering what was happening. But Magduck is shaping up a move. Oh, no, he's not really. He's not deploying any RS. He could have gone for that move if he'd have deployed the RS. And the two Red Bulls are right out in front. This doesn't remind me of it. It's a homage back to the Mercedes in 1955. Fangio and Moss used to literally ride nose to tail for the entire race because no one would be able to overtake them. If they wanted to overtake one car, they'd have to overtake both of them. So it was a tactic that worked for them, and it worked because Moss was always behind Fangio, and he trusted Fangio to not make any mistakes, considering he was a 5-time world champion in an era where you could die from the smallest crash. But anyway, Zagduk has made his way past Prodigy. Prodigy has made a mistake of some sort because he's now lost the position to Frugal Mars at the same time in the Alpine.
Well, down in P5 now.
Wow.
Mars gets through. Zagduk next.
He's got grass all over his tyres. And now let's have a look and see, as the two Red Bulls are closest drivers on track. And now we have a look. Please, I want the two Red Bulls to battle. I want it to be like Vettel and Webber in Malaysia 2013. It'll be so fun. Multi 21. Yeah. Let's see if we're coming into the fast left right. Nope, they're not going to battle. But if the first Red Bull makes a mistake of some sort, or anyone makes a mistake, there could be a change in this race. As now we come up to the sharp right-hander. No overtakes for now. Let me just get the telemetry to see what the RS they're both on. So both on the exact same amount of ERS. No, they're not. They're 10% less. DK's on 10% less ERS than his teammate. They're pulling out a gap though to Zagduk. They're pulling out a gap to Zagduk, and now let's have a look and see up and down the field. Let's have a look. DK gets the fastest lap of the race.
Fastest.
Yep.
1 minute 23.2. It's the two Red Bulls at the front. Still going strong. They're building up the gap behind him. It's Zagduk behind them in the Mercedes with Frugal Mars just behind that. Let's see if he can catch up with him. It's Prodigy behind. Lost 2 positions earlier on. Made a bit of a mistake and he's struggling to stay behind Frugal Mars with 1.7 seconds separate them now. With ZRL Frost behind that and the rest of the pack all bunched up behind them.
Yeah. The two Red Bulls are getting close again. Really close this time. A DK goes to the outside. Oh, this could be fireworks. I'm going to go on board with Ben Alvin. He just lets him through. He's just not going to fight that move from his teammate. And now he's going through here. He's going to DRS for the next bit of the track. Let's see what he does as he comes up towards the DRS line. He's going to deploy this DRS. He's not using overtake. Neither is his teammate. And they've just swapped positions, I think, there. Tactical. I think they might be trying to leapfrog each other using the DRS. To be fair, that could be a viable tactic to get away from the drivers. They want to consolidate this one too. Let's see what's going on further down the field because Bass is close behind ZRL Frost. I'm just saying Frost to annoy him, of course. Frost goes to the weak line. He's going to the pits. Frost is into the pits.
Fastest as well.
Frost is into the pits, but for what tyres? Is it going to be hard? Is it going to be medium? Is it going to go for a 2-stop or is it going to go for a 1-stop? Let's see. As he comes into the pits, let's see what colour those tyres are. They are some white tyres, so those are hards. And now he's coming out of the pit lane then. Not over for a safety car then, obviously. As Chubb is close. Oh no, Chubb has gone into the gravel just as I said that. Commentators as much. He's dropped down to 9th. Echo Computer has made his way through past the Haas driver. Now, let's have a look. This is a lot cleaner than the dev race that I was in. As now, let's have a look. There's no one is within DRS of anyone on this already in this race. There is no one that's within. Actually, no. Ad is close behind ZRL Frost. Actually, but I don't think that Ad is going to really mount a challenge to the McLaren driver. If I'm being honest, from his pace in qualifying. He's already lost 3 attempts to the McLaren driver, and the Red Bulls are now within DRS range of each other, which is a far more interesting proposition, as you can imagine. As now we come through the final corner, let's have a look and see what Ben Alvin is doing behind his teammate.
Wow. I really do like watching this with the 2 Red Bulls at the front. It's quite nice to see this unfold. I'd like to see some more...
Prodigy just gone over the grass. Prodigy just gone over the grass at turn 1. I'm not sure exactly what's happened there, but he's lost a bit of time. And Gilksy is close behind Bass now. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to mount an attack, but he might be able to. Let's have a look at what else is going on track. What are we going to see now? Let's have a look. As Gilksy coming up towards the fast left-right chicane. Close behind Bass, but I don't think he's going to mount an overtake because he's got a lot less DRS. Gilksy is on 20% and Bass is on 43%. The DRS could help him here, but it might not help him enough. It might not help him enough because DRS isn't as powerful on this year's game as it was on previous games. He's using a bit of his DRS just to keep up with the AlphaTauri driver, but he's not going to have much of that to use in the future. So he's got 19% to play with, while Bass has 50% to play with. That is not enough, in my opinion, to mount an overtake, unless you get onto the long straight and get close behind if he gets a bad exit.
So, most of the drivers within would say top 9 are quite bunched together, but it's the ZRL Frost and ads in P10 and P11. They are quite spaced out from the rest of the pack. 16 seconds from ZRL Frost to Chub, that's ADS going very slow. 2 Red Bulls then, still at the front. Still within DRS range. Bennett, keep going.
I was going to say, he's ADS going slowly, like that's not what he does usually. As he misses the apex completely into turn 1, Jesus Christ. Should have gone to Specsavers, man. As we'll have a look. And see the 2 Red Bulls again. Bellard has saved up his ERS. He's got some savings in his bank account of the ERS. But I don't think he's going to mount an overtake just yet. As Gilksy is really close to Bass, you should have a look at this. As he goes round the outside into the corner. Oh, the door has been shut on him. He's firmly gone up to him, closed the door in his face, and then given him the middle finger. And now, coming up towards this second last corner, nope, he's not going to make the move. Slowly creeping through here, like Adam Johnson creeping through a primary school, and now coming up towards the main straight. He's not got any DRS, he's just using his DRS, but he hasn't got enough to make a move. Let's go back to the Red Bulls. Big yawn.
Like I mentioned earlier on, it's nice to see the 2 Red Bulls at the front. Last year, Red Bull, can't remember where they finished, I can get that for you in a second. But they did quite well last season with Ben and Bass. Bass has now gone to AlphaTauri. I said Alfa Romeo earlier on, clearly got that wrong. So it's DK then that leads the race.
He's been
behind. And both of these Red Bull drivers are race winners at ZRL. Let's see how this race goes.
Still within DRS range, close behind Bass again.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at this.
Let's have a look. He's not going to
really
move.
Working for him.
Oh, he's going to go for a dive. He's going to go for a
down the inside. Will he make it stick?
Oh no, it was never going to work out. You need to either send it more, or you need to just get close to that and do better. Get good. As DK comes across the line, that's a 22.7. Impressive stuff there from the Red Bull driver. Yeah, that was the Red Bull driver. Gilks is still using his ERS, even though he's got like 2% of it left. But he's 11%. 11. That's TR Olympus's favourite number. Gilksy. So Bass losing the back end through there. He's going to come to turn 3. Gilksy to the outside. Is he going to make a stick around the outside of the AlphaTauri driver? He turns in. He's going to try and keep it around. He's managed to make it work.
He does. Managed to make it work. Takes a position. And that's P6 for Gilksy finally.
Yeah.
He's got past Bass.
Yeah, will Bass come back at him though with more ERS and DRS as we come down towards the crooked straight. I think he might already be getting close to being out of DRS range. Allow me to sneeze, but I can't sneeze. It's annoying. But also Bass needs to look behind him because Echo Computer is coming up towards the fast left right chicane here. He's going to try and get the. He's got a lot more ERS than. Oh, as Gilksy has lost the back end. And
Gilksy makes a mistake.
yeah,
Bass has got the DRS. Can he close up to Gilksy? Into
this could
right-hander here.
This could be a nice freeway battle. As now we coming towards this, coming up towards the main straight. We could see fireworks like I Show Speed's bedroom, and now we see coming through the final corner. Let's have a look and see what Bass is doing. And see, Echo Computer is just sitting there with his 66% ERS going, I have a lot more ERS than both of you combined. And he's not doing anything with it as Gilksy has got the Avatar all over his anus and now coming down towards turn 3. Is he going to get pushed like Nikita Mazepin towards the wall? He goes round the outside, and he gets shut out. That is a big shut of the door as Echo Computer's trying to find a way through. And he's trying to go right outside of turn 5. Don't do that. The last time someone did that to me, I got part of a race. Don't do that, lad. Give me PTSD.
On this is Echo Computer behind Bass. Nearly hits the back of his car there. Bass is going to get worried now. He's got the world champion in his wing mirrors. It's Echo Computer just behind him. Will he be able to get past him? He's in the slipstream. Now
he won't try and move into this.
Into the chicane.
He won't try and into the chicane. What he'll do is he'll wait for the sharp corner where you can actually, because this corner you can't really make a move unless you follow alongside at the apex. Yeah. But you can make a move into the sharp right hander. But they're in the DRS. They're in the DRS train now, so it's a lot harder to overtake. This is the one problem with DRS. They should definitely make it in real life so that DRS is more effective when you're like behind 2 cars. So let's say DRS is like half powerful when you're just behind 1 car, but it's like twice as powerful if you're behind 2 cars or something like that. Stupid. Something like that would be cool. But yeah,
and the time might come. It's Echo Computer looking for a move on Bass, just too far back to make it into turn 1. Just in front's Gilksy. He's
I think that's out of DRS range. No, he's not. He was close to being out of DRS range. He's going to go to the outside then. Echo Computer, just like Gilksy did to Bass, and he's not going to let this happen this time as easily as he forces him out and makes him go a long way around. It has not worked for the Mercedes driver. He's going to have to wait maybe a couple more corners, maybe for the next DRS zone or the DRS zone after that. As he's coming through here, Bass is definitely losing the back of Gilksy, which is not going to help him. And he's got a bit less DRS, and you can see Mercedes spamming his DRS, trying to go around the outside. Here we go. He's made the move already, and we're not even into this left-right chicane. He's really wanted to get this move done, and he's made it work. And now he's got Gilksy setting his sights to go after the Ferrari driver.
And Echo there with the DRS. He's got Bass just behind him. Can Bass get back past him? He cannot on this time round. Echo Computer, like you said, now he's got Gilksy in front of him. He's going to be wanting to get past him now. Bass just behind though. He's going to be wanting to get past Echo Computer again. Round the penultimate corner now, the final corner now. Onto the main straight with the DRS once again.
No, he's in pits. He's just coming for pits for hard tyres. And he's come out into 5th place ahead of Gilksy, or has he? There's a bit of a trade. He's come out behind him in the hit. Contact
there with Echo and Gilksy.
Echo Computer has no front wing. Echo Computer has no front wing.
And Echo's got no.
I'm not sure how this is going to pan out, but Echo Computer is parking on the apex as Ben Allen makes a mistake. Echo Computer goes round the outside.
Ooh.
This is mental.
Echo Computer
4 cars
now. 4
and now
cars.
Gilksy moves ahead of Ben Allen. Oh my goodness, Gilksy.
He's made a mistake
and he spun. I think he got hit there by Ben Alvin.
He has to dodge him.
Yep. Make sure he can spin around. Right. Ben Alvin now behind Echo Computer. He has no front wing. He has no front grip. He will have no front grip anyway. Especially he'll feel it through his fast corner, like the left-right chicane coming up. Let's hope he can brake in time. Yep. He's just managing to keep the car on circuit. This is amazing. Now the DRS is activated for Ben Alvin. He's going to wish it was last year's game where a front wing down basically meant you were like 10 seconds a lap slower. But it's not. It's a new game where ground effect is the main thing. It's like the 1980s.
Ben sees the opening round the outside the long way.
Yeah, and
Echo's going to close the door and he managed to get past. Oh! And Bass made contact with Echo Computer.
Yeah.
He goes into the pit lane.
Yeah, he's going to the pit lane to get a new front wing.
And the Hassel Chubb goes in as well.
Yeah, he had to just stop to make sure he could get into the pit lane. It was a bit of a weird one there for Echo Computer.
Progeny, didn't notice this, Progeny is the man out there leading the race with nearly 6 seconds that separates him and the car behind.
He's pitted though. I don't think he's pitted. If I'm...
Oh, yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah. He's not pitted, he's on 14 lap old mediums. He's maybe hanging out for a safety car or trying to go to softs. He could try to go for a medium soft strategy. That's a brave strategy if he's trying it. Also, Echo Computer and Chubb and Gilksy have gone on softs till the end. I'm not sure if those will make it to the end, if I'm being frankly honest. But we could see maybe something happening with those.
In my opinion, that.
Chubb gets a 3-second time penalty. Yeah. Yeah, there's not really any battles going on track because a lot of people are out of sync through the pit stop phases. Gilksy is close behind Bass, who's on the very big hiatus back here.
On this.
Yeah, let's have a look and see if, because I don't think Bass should fight this, to be honest. He's on completely different tyres, and he's not. I don't think.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, he is. He's using the RS. He's using the RS. And Gilksy's obviously quite frustrated. Don't go for a stupid move. He's not gone for a stupid move. Bass is obviously going to hold him behind. I don't know why. I think he's just maybe he's just trying to hold him back as much as he can, so he can't use his soft tyres as much to pull away. That could be what he's trying to do. It's quite crafty from the Alzheimer driver here. Very Alonso-like. As now we come through the final sector with the sharp left-hander, and he's gone for a dive.
Oh, and he's gone down the inside.
Dive, and he's made a move. He's made a stick.
He's left the DRS as well.
Yeah, he has. 2 for the price of 1. Chubb is now
played out well for him.
Yep, Chubb is now coming to the back of ZRL Frost, and now makes the mistake as he goes a bit too deep into that corner, and now Frost is on 65% ERS, and the Haas is on 90% ERS. A bit of a disparity there. He's going to hope to be able to burn that like a certain tower in London, and now coming down towards the fast left chicane. Here we go, burning his ERS, but so's a McLaren, but McLaren looks a bit like a sitting duck as we come down towards the fast left right chicane. Here he is, going up the inside, he's backed out. Oh, I wouldn't have backed out if I was him. He was sufficiently alongside to deserve room. Yeah. As a head FIA myself in other leagues, he could have gone for that move and been the right there. As DK gets purple lap though, 122.2, all the twos is like bingo. Like Gala bingo. Pardon?
Never mind. Moving on. So, DK then. Out there leaving at the minute. That's. Oh no, never mind. That's Frost in the pit lane.
And there's that. What just happened? Is that blue flags? That was blue flags. Yeah, I was just wondering, why has he gone past someone at flying speed? It's because Aids has got blue flags. In true Nicholas Latifi fashion in his Williams. Do we have realistic cars? Is that why he's so slow? Or is he just genuinely this slow? He's on literally like 50% throttle midway down the straight as per. That's why he's slow. Yeah. Something tells me he should go back into the dev tier to learn some development skills. And now, let's have a look and see what's going on. Chubb, trying to get him the DRS in a frugal Mars, who's got loads more ERS than Chubb does. But Chubb is now coasting his way. He's 7 tenths behind. He's obviously got a bit more top-end speed than the Alpine does. Let's have a look. He goes wide on the exit there. Yellow flags are free. What's going on? This is yellow flags are free. I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
It's down there somewhere. What's going on? I don't know.
Anyway.
Oh no. I think the Williams has let past one of the...
Oh, okay. Cars, yeah. I've let him through. But now only 5 tenths behind the Alpine. The Alpine now using his ERS to defend. Chubb is now gone fastest from 122.1.
Oh, Chubb goes fastest.
Yep.
That's quite a nice sight. Takes it off DK, I think, who had the fastest lap just before. And now, looking for a move on Frugal Mars in the Alpine just ahead of him.
Yeah, one of the people in the chat has just said one of my mic is lagging, and I'm pretty sure it is. It's just I can't. I think it's a Wi-Fi issue. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's because of my mic being a bit pants as well. I've had this mic since like 2015, so
Yeah.
Getting a bit sweaty now. I am. I don't know why. It's not like I'm racing. As Chubb is looking for a move on the Alpine, he's spamming his ERS and he's going down towards the yellow. Sorry, not yellow flags. He's gone to the curb there. Don't know why I mixed those two up. As Chubb is now losing, he's now understeering a little bit. I don't know why. He's maybe got damage.
Prodigy in the other Haas.
Prodigy.
Fastest.
Yeah. See, Haas is a fast. That was a bit of a rhyme I tried to make there, but it didn't work at all. But now not in DRS range anymore. I think the Alpine is finally using some of that ERS. Of course he is. Yeah. Let's have a look and see what's going on.
To be honest, I would have thought Echo would be a bit more further up the grid. Oh, she'll get the 3-second time penalty just there. But yeah, I would have thought Echo would be a bit more up the grid. He's dropped down 4 positions since the race started, it says. That's unfortunate for him.
He gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Yeah. But at the end of the day, he is 7th place, but he has no penalties.
Yeah.
Yellow flags and that's 2. I don't know who that is. Is it Chubb? Is it someone? Is that AIDS? Is that him letting through people?
He's letting guys past again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, the last time we had a Red Bull 1-2 was last year, season 1 in Spain. That obviously was with Ben and Bass. If it happens this time, it's with Ben and DK. At the moment, DK is leading with 1.6 seconds behind him. Then comes Zach Duck and Prodigy. Prodigy is the guy out there with the fastest lap at the minute. He will get that extra championship point if that sticks. And there's not too long left to go as well of the Grand Prix. So let's see how this unfolds. Is there anything we should have a look at the moment? We've got Gilksy. Actually, no, that's ADS, never mind.
I'll tell you what, this race could be with a safety car. Spice it up.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say that
Yeah,
that's definitely going to be a commentator's curse, but I don't care. I want a safety car. Yeah.
So I don't care. Had one. Yeah, we had one at the start, didn't we? And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Both Aston Martin are out. Both Aston Martin drivers on the
mega
the race. I reckon that I've jinxed that a bit because obviously I made that TikTok about Aston Martin being at the top, being at the front for this season, and they've both gone out on the first lap, and I can't remember what the other one was, to be honest. We weren't too far into the race.
Yeah. I think Xbox Culver had some problems with his gears. He said that he couldn't shift up or down or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And now, let's have a look and see what's going on the track, because Echo Computer is close behind Chubb. So he's found some pace, and he's going to use that pace to go around the outside into turn 2, nearly. He's going to come up towards turn 3, and I think Chubb has backed out. Echo Computer takes P6 then off of his off of the Haas driver, and he's now going to try and carve a path towards Google Mars into the drivers in front, because he has got no time penalties, so he can't afford to do that. As he nearly loses the back end as soon as let's see if he's got any track limits warnings. Yes, 1 warning. Impressive.
All right then. So while I'm on the screen, we'll have a look at the time penalty, shall we? So we've got Zach Duck with a 3 second, also a 3 seconds. We've got Gilksy, ZRL Frost, and ADS. Then going on to the 6 seconds, we've got Frugal Mars and Chubb. The rest of the drivers are out there penalty free, doing quite well for themselves. With still got the 2 Red Bulls at the front, both on the hard compound tyres. They aren't going to be wanting to pit again this race. And I think I'm with you on this one now. I would quite like a safety car. Just just to spice things up a bit more.
Yeah. It's just boring having a Red Bull lead 1-2 every single race. How boring is this? That reminds me of bloody 2013 with Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber. I thought we could just talk about hot F1 opinions until something happens. Like, for example, I know someone on Instagram who thinks that Verstappen is already a better Red Bull driver than Vettel ever was.
What do you say? What's your take on that?
Well, let's just say this. Verstappen, great driver, and he's got tons of potential, and I mean tons of potential. But he's only won one Drivers' Championship. He's had one championship-winning car, and he's won one Drivers' Championship. Vettel had 4 championship-winning cars, and guess how many of those championships he won? All 4 of them. And before people say, because people always try and say, for example, oh, the 2009 car was championship-winning. No, it wasn't. At the start of the season, that was like the second quickest car to a Brawn, which was like the 2014 Mercedes. But then Braun fell off towards the end of the season. Yeah. And there was also that same person said that because Jenson Button won the 2009 Drivers' Championship in that Braun, which was a very dominant car at the start of the season, but then towards the end of the season it fell off and was kind of like a midfield car because they had no budget to develop it. And he said that it was still a race-winning car at the end of the season. It was just that Jenson wasn't good enough at the end of the season. Which is funny because that car, I don't think after mid-season, it hadn't scored a single podium in the hands of either him or Rubens Barrichello, which is quite ironic. There are lots
really
of
quickly. We've got
okay.
So she's got Echo Computer trying to look for a move on ZRL Frost down the inside into the right-hander. Frost is not giving it up though. He's down the inside. Will he?
Oh, contact
him? He does. They make contact.
I just caught a reset. I just caught a reset
track as well. Yeah.
Right, that's a bit of an L for Frosty there. Got caught in 4K.
Got caught there.
Yeah. Could have been worse.
Okay,
Could have been caught with a 15-year-old.
Alright.
Yeah. Anyway. Of course, the one bit of action turns into calamity in this league. Let's go to hot F1 topics. Let's talk about the 2021 FIA Formula 1 World Championship and who deserved the title, more Max Verstappen or Lewis Hamilton. You see, this is a very good topic for me as a neutral fan, because there are Lewis fans that say, "Oh, Max cheated and all this," and there are Max fans that say, "Oh, Lewis just tried to kill Max and Silverstone," and I just say to them both, "You're both chatting absolute shit." So there are quite a few controversial topics throughout the season. So Bahrain, where Max had to give the place back to Lewis for overtaking off track, but then Max fans always say, "Oh, well, Lewis cut the track 27 times and he got nothing wrong with it." The problem was Max overtook Lewis off track. Like, the actual track extended bit isn't that bad. Well, it is bad because he gained time. But at the end of the day, it was Michael Masi who had made that decision. But you don't overtake anyone off track in any circumstance. Then you got Imola. Do you remember Imola where it was in the wet and Max forced Lewis off? Yeah, that was the biggest racing incident I've ever seen in my life. And then the next one, Silverstone. Lewis, that penalty for Lewis is one of the only fair bits of FIA that was done the entire season, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. So are you a neutral fan then? You just